Okay, so let's try this on another question. The idea that the words in the blank, the answer choices, must be synonyms. That's very, very important. Another important thing as well is just because a word works for the blank doesn't mean that it's the answer. That is, the answers have to be similar words. So you can come up with a perfect word, and it can even be amongst the answer choices, but that doesn't mean it's the answer. So let's read the sentence. And again, it's business as usual, meaning we want to identify type of sentence. Look for clue, come up with their own word. There we go, business as usual. But now what we're really looking for here is this idea of what does it mean to have words that are synonymous, to have two words that are synonyms and create the same sentence. It doesn't change anything in terms of the sentence's overall meaning. Okay, let's read it. The blitzkrieg of anti-smoking images has clearly had a blank effect. Both the number of total smokers and the rate of lung cancer has fallen in recent years. So, what do we know that's going on here? Well, identify type of sentence, there's a colon. Therefore, the blank is going to be defined by what comes after the colon. And it says here, well, what effect is it? Number of total smokers, lung cancer, both have gone down, both have dropped or fallen in recent years. That's good, that's positive. So you can say that, wow, this has been a major effect. It's very dramatic. So we put in dramatic here. That's our own word, dramatic. And we skim through the answers and we see, wow, there's dramatic. There it is. So that's got to be the answer. Now let's look for a synonym for dramatic. Well, hold on though. You don't want to do that necessarily because you may get stymied. Instead, you want to work sequentially through the answer choices. So let's do that. Salutary. Most test takers do not know what salutary means, and that's fine. We can put a little question mark there. Next, we go on to lasting. Lasting effect. Well, is it lasting? It sounds good. It's not our word. Doesn't mean it's wrong. Doesn't always have to match up exactly with our word, as long as it makes sense. But does lasting make sense? It says that the number of smokers, cancer has fallen. Lasting means it's permanent. Maybe that things will change. We don't know. So lasting doesn't quite work. Dramatic, of course, works. Good. Doesn't mean it's the answer, though. And next we have ephemeral. And I'm going to assume that most of you know what ephemeral means because it is a very high-frequency GRE word. You must know ephemeral. It means short-lived, not lasting a long time. Does that mean it's the answer? Well, no. This is not a short-lived effect. I mean, the number of smokers, the rate of cancer has dropped. It's gone down. There's nothing in the sentence to say that, oh, it's only going to be for a short time or even a long time. Nothing about time in there. So we can get rid of ephemeral. Transient. Well, transient is a synonym for ephemeral. But just because you have a pair of synonyms does not make them right, especially if they're not the answers in this case. So those are both gone. And then we have beneficial. Beneficial means good. Something that promotes something good. So it's definitely a beneficial effect. People have stopped smoking. Cancer's gone down. But, and here's the big but, is beneficial a synonym with the word dramatic? So dramatic is a major effect. Is that the same as a good effect? No, those are not synonyms. So either the answer is beneficial and salutary, or the answer is dramatic and salutary. How do we know this? Well, we know that the only two possible answers besides salutary could be dramatic and beneficial, but because they're not synonyms, they both can't be the answer. Therefore, a definite answer is salutary, even though it's the word you do not know. Now the question becomes, well, a salutary is it more likely to mean dramatic and major, or is it beneficial and helpful in this case? Well, salute. When someone says salute to you in Latin American languages or Spanish, of course, that means health. And that comes from the Latin for health. Now, you may not know that, but ask yourself, which one do you think probably means salutary, dramatic or beneficial? I'm guessing you're going to lean yourself towards beneficial. And so beneficial and salutary indeed are synonyms, and dramatic is out. Salutary and beneficial, well, salutary means helpful, healthy, promoting a good effect, as does beneficial. And there are two answers, here and here, not dramatic. And you can see now that, hey, this is a little bit tricky, but not impossible. Again, strategy is key. Only pick two words that are synonyms. Even if it's one word that worked perfectly for you, does not mean it's the answer.